Carbinox Blaze was so hot that I decided to put it on ice. It's still on, it's still recording. I just splashed some water on the ice and it already cracked. But now we're gonna bust it open and see if it's still functioning, see how the battery took a hit, and go from there. Carbinox calls the Blaze one of the toughest smartwatches they've ever built. So today, naturally, we're gonna be testing that for ourselves, putting the claims to the test for real. But quick disclosure, Carbinox did send me these watches and it is a paid sponsorship, but that won't change my opinion and what I feel and think about the watches in the moment. So this is an honest video, nothing more, nothing less. But let's talk about Blaze. Blaze has over 3,000 reviews, more than double their next line, the Vortex, and that's way ahead of their newest model, the Carbinox Edge. They also claim over 350,000 customers nationwide. If you can look on Trustpilot.com, that does actually hold up well. So what they're claiming, here's what they're claiming. MIL, STD, 810H, military durability certification. That's a big claim and a bold claim. And then it also has IP69K water and dust resistance. And in a shop or just a blue collar line of work, that's a big, big thing. It has over 170 sport modes, heart rate and blood pressure tracking, and a built-in AI voice assistant. It has up to 14 days of battery on a 90-minute charge, and the guarantee is you break it, they replace it free. If you're not into it after 45 days, they also offer a full refund. It comes with this nice fancy box, the Blaze Type R and the Blaze Type S. So again, round, square, two different things. You open up the box, it really is straightforward. If I can get the box open, that is. You get your little pamphlet with cards. Don't need to jump into that. You get the nice foam, charger, and the bands are here. So again, you get the round charger if you got the round watch, and then you get the square charger if you got the square watch. Again, very straightforward. We're going to be looking at the square watch today because that's the one I have available for review. The other one will be going through the durability test for the most part. So now let's talk about the watch. It comes with 4 buttons, 2 on each side, 1, 2, 3, 4, very straightforward. The app itself has very good control. You can go up and down, you can look at everything you want. I have it in list form. Just to quickly talk about the apps that are on here, we have call, daily activity, workout, workout records, heart rate, sleep, you name it, it's on the watch. So it's not really anything new, it's everything that you'd expect in a smartwatch, the blood pressure, blood oxygen stress, emotion, tap to measure, voice, assistant, music, weather, compass, barometer, exercise, notifications, and the list goes on. It is truly a smart watch. So we don't need to go into too much detail. It comes with a silicone band. So now that this watch is described, I'm going to just quickly explain what the app is that pairs with it. You have the Carbinox Pro app, which is this app right here. Again, very straightforward. Pulls up the app or pulls up the watch. You could change the screen just by clicking the dial. This is probably the best part of the app, is that you could just change the watch face with no questions asked. You just click it and then it syncs. It's that straightforward. And I love that part of this. Carbinox, great job on doing that. I think it's such like a little quality life thing that everybody gets to enjoy. All right, and that's it. See, now I have a new watch face. It was simple as that. Now I want to just go to carbinox.com and I want to review some of the comments that are found on their website. I mean, this comment right here, for instance, if I wanted all the toughness and functions available in a smartwatch, I'd have to wear 5 from other brands at the same time. And that's true. It has all the functions of a smartwatch. I actually reviewed a lot of these when I first learned about Carbinox, and all of the comments are pretty factual. I don't want to like sit around and sugarcoat it, but everything on the website appears to be true. And obviously it's filled with the classic videos of driving over it, dumping it in water, dropping it, and hitting it with a dumbbell for some reason. I think that's bizarre, but they do that. And I actually wore this watch all day today, and I've been wearing it for the past week, and it's really comfortable. It's lightweight. You can't really tell that it's on your wrist, and it's a good win. Truthfully, I'm not just making that up. I think it's a quality watch that's doing the right thing at the right price. So again, it's on the wrist, it looks good. It's got that Gorilla Glass. It actually comes with a screen protector too. I have just opted out of using the screen protector, mainly because I'm testing it and I want to give you an honest opinion. I do have naturally small wrists, so I do think I am a little limited there, but overall, it's pretty good on the wrist. See, it looks good for what it is. I can click, I can open my buttons, and I can go to the apps. I'm good to go. Pretty good. Now, we're going to quickly jump into the testing of the watch, and we're going to go into the everyday wear, the drop test, the impact test, the strap flex test, and seeing if it can last being frozen. I think it's important that we do the next most important test, and that's just, honestly, hitting that Gorilla Glass. I mean, you can see the marks that I'm doing there. Wow. I mean, I'm hitting it pretty good. I mean, it's no different than me just hitting it on the counter, hitting it on the table. That's basically me saying I'm hitting it just like I would in everyday life. I'd be hitting it on the counter, hitting it against something, hitting it against a hard surface, a metal surface, a nail. I mean, I'll take a screw. I have all various things I can hit against this. I have another screw bit. Now, I'm purposely trying to damage it, unfortunately. That's a sad thing, but again, it turned out just fine. Let me see if I can shut the screen off. I'm just gonna shut it off just to check the screen, and it looks just as brand new. Yep, not a scratch on it. That's incredible. Let me see if I can get it in the glare there, just so you can see. There is no damage. There we go. Looks good. What's next? This out of the freezer. It's been on ice for roughly 12 to 16 hours. I went to bed overnight and I didn't touch it since. And as you can see, the watch is still working, functioning, and on. The sensor is still flickering on the back. It's ready to come out and go back on my wrist. Let's see. Let's go bust it open. It is only truly fitting to just drop it on the ground and see what happens, right? I know it's in there. I know it's working. Let's see if it's worth the money. Pop it out. Now we have both a damage test and an ice test. Just like that, it's out of the encasement. It seems to be doing just fine. It's still a little frozen, as you can tell. So being frozen, I think it just lost its functionality for a split second, but just so you can see, it does function again. I think it just needed to warm up. Maybe just going from the shock from the, I still have this block on it. Like I can't get, and you know, I thought like maybe the band would lose some of its durability or dexterity, but it seems to be doing just fine as well. So that's pretty good. Let's drive over this puppy. And it's doing just fine after being driven over. It's obviously a little scuffed, but it's still working as intended. And just for a final good measure, I'm gonna try and eat this thing as high as I could and see how it does. It landed directly on the face. And as you can see, it's still working, still functional. Good job. All right, now let's just get back into this. I just wanna show off some of the features that I like. Again, this is not a medical device, so you should not be using this as a replacement to any sort of medical device, but for diagnostic testing, I think this is a great smartwatch. So I'm gonna slap it on my wrist. It does take some time, I will admit, but I am going to do the, let's see if I can get back on here and do the heart rate, for instance, and just see, obviously my lowest was 62 and my highest being 129. Let me also show you, well, I'll talk about the workout in a second. And now I'm gonna quickly just check out the call feature. I am gonna call my lovely wife. She's not expecting this, so let's see how this goes.
Telephone number 84.
Oh, she didn't pick up, but you know, at least you could hear the quality. It does work. I'm getting a call from my wife back.
Hello?
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 Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
How do I sound?
Fine. Why?
Oh, well, I'm calling you on my Carbinox Blaze watch.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. All right, well, you can go back to doing whatever you're doing and ignore me again.
Do I sound normal?
You sound fantastic over a watch.
Awesome.
All right, bye. And just like that, I'm pretty blown away. Sounds good, she sounds good. Yes, maybe we're in the same house, but you know, to each its own. I think for again, an affordable smartwatch, that's a win in my book. Just one final ending to wrap up the Carbinox Edge. These are extreme tests. These are not normal, everyday wear and tear tests. You should not be putting your watch under a car. You should not be putting it in a frying pan. You should not be freezing it in ice. These are all extreme tests. And I don't expect you to encounter them in the real world, but if you do, so be it. But again, these tests were done under experimental conditions and just to see how far it can go. Obviously, there is going to be wear and tear on a watch such as this. Nothing is indestructible if you put enough force into it. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you found this informational and you want to see something else that can be pushed to its limits, let me know down in the comments what to test next. My name's Jesse and I'm with Dream Big Workshop, and I'll see you in the next video.